Hey, Jesse,
Yeah, Matt.
can you empty the vacuum bag today?
I absolutely can. For you, boss, anything.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
What a jerk.
I think this is very likely to be the thing that. What are you doing, dude?
Taking your.
Oh, are you really doing that?
We were kidding.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was full.
Rad.
Do you guys just dump it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we take it down and dump it in the dumpster.
In the dumpster?
Yeah.
Last night we talked about maybe making this an octave neck, which
Yeah.
I love that idea.
I think it's neat.
The whole rest of the guitar is absurd. Let's just go, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I
Uh-huh.
think like a stupid is way more fun than doing nothing. So yeah, let's go octave, like 16-inch here.
Uh-huh.
We also talked about like scrapping the whole notion of the Strat
Uh-huh.
and keeping it the humbuckers that we already have,
Uh-huh.
and then going with the octave neck here. You said something yesterday. It was like, well, you kind of have octave, octave, octave in a way.
Yeah.
Slim this down till we're going to a half, right?
Okay.
I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay. So this guy, we know what to do with this pile.
Uh-huh.
We know what to do with this.
Mm-hmm.
We also talked about like how I think too, like the distance from here to here isn't the same as from here to here, centerline wise. I think that makes more sense if this is a teeny neck.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good with this if you're good.
Yep, I'm good with that.
So let's stay with that.
Okay.
I think the sooner we get this guy attached to this guy, the better off we are.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can get this guy thinned out, get this guy whatever thickness it needs to be, and then get it in the vacuum bag and suck it down before lunch. That'd be ideal.
Yep.
I mean, we can eat lunch at 3. This will work in our standard telly neck pocket, and it's a little less snug in our pocket, which would mean that it would work with paint.
Easier to start over than it is to try and fix
Yeah,
that.
I think what we do is we cut this out, glue a chunk of it in there.
You actually want to do it that way. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes the most sense, don't you?
Yeah.
And then that way, when
I actually just want to fill that. I was thinking we were gonna make a bigger chunk of it.
no, I would
that
say
makes
let's
as
just
much sense.
let's just fill this,
Okay.
and then we'll sand the whole thing. We'll run the whole thing through the thickness sander, and then when we go to put our template on there, we won't have any weird gaps or undercuts because we missed. Because it's close.
All right, so I can
and we
make
could
that,
probably
too.
we could probably figure out a way to not have to fill that. Or we
Let's
could
just fill
fill
it. All right. Cool. So I'll work on this stuff.
Okay. Cool, dude. Yeah, I don't know, but it's absurd, and that's sort of the whole reason. You know what I mean? It was popular, I think, back in the '60s. Like, you could get a Mosrite with a octave neck or a mandolin neck, and guys who were at like on the Grand Ole Opry and stuff, they would have. I don't know what you do with it, but hell yeah, man! You used to rock them like this too. Yeah, man, back in the day, yeah. So I want to lay out which one of these is going to be which neck, and I want to try to eliminate stuff like this. And as you can see here, there's some glue. The necks are as thick as they need to be, but they're way longer than they need to be. And parts of the necks are going to get scooped out. So some of this stuff could go away later, but I just need to make sure that I situate the necks how I want them to be, so that all of all of these little occlusions, like there's some stuff here, all that stuff goes away. And this one, I think 16 is like... So if we made it 25 and a half, and this will give us an idea too of like, yeah, at some point I think the notion of it coming to rest on a specific fret is right out the window, and we cut the body back to make it fit, or we don't.
Yeah.
We don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Holy mackerel! So, I don't think there's any, like, since we got almost 5/8 worth of material there, I don't want to try and redo, like try to match these exactly. So, but maybe if we had like a, you know, like a channel to this kind of thing, and then a channel from that pickup, and then a channel like from this pickup, maybe?
Yeah.
And then just keep as much of this as we can solid.
So we're gonna have a.
Oh yeah, we need a switch here.
Yeah.
With a thing.
And the other thing is, so I'd like to have 4 controls down here.
Okay.
All of them volumes, I think.
So volume, 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 volume.
No. Volume, volume.
Okay. So independent volume,
regular,
independent volume, master volume.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
And volume for bass expander and regular.
Okay.
So 4 things here, output jack here. We need a 3-way switch for this. Where do you want to put that?
So this is where the neck selectors will be?
Yeah.
Somewhere here?
Yeah. Rotary switch.
Good. I don't even know.
We could put it here if we put a big enough control cavity in, but we got to make sure that we know where our bridge is so that we don't intersect our cavity there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we can actually go. We could just connect all this stuff, but make those be a 1/4 inch down. Do everything at a 1/4 inch, then raise the pin, and then do pickup, 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 and then this guy.
Works for me.
And we can make these as deep as we want to. We can make them different depths.
Yes.
You want to do that, and I'll work on necks?
Sure.
More than anything in the world?
More than anything
Really?
in the whole wide world.
All right. Says
We're
rainbows in the dark. We rock. Okay, yeah. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. I think is this stuff. So we did some tests to see because we want to do fabric fretboards, which is something we've never done before, and that's kind of why we wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Because this fabric has this shiny stuff, I don't know. It might be on there good enough, but I don't want the guitar to like disintegrate. It's a big difference. If we went with leopard, you know I would love it. We could try to smooth out that stuff. or we could go to plan B.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what plan B is, but we could, you know.
I think some sort of plan B is better. I'm still not convinced that stuff's going to stay on as good as we want it to stay on the entire time. You know? I don't know. What do you think?
I think that if all you played was Halloween gigs, this would be really cool. But that leaves 364 days of the year where it's like this kind of dumb thing.
Agreed. Let's do leopard.
So everything got glued up, dude, and I think it looks pretty cool. The only thing we need to do is clean out the extra stuff on this, and we do that on the shaper. And then if you want to get rid of some of this glue in here,
yeah, let's do that too.
Do that. And oh, and I got binding for this guy, and we should probably get the headstock cut out. I got it drawn on there, but that again, that's not, we don't need to do that today.
Okay.
I think the hot setup is truss rods and fretboards for these dudes, so we can get the fretboards glued on and pull the clamps later today and get everything radiused and then get everything into fabric treatment. I was thinking you would do these and I'll do these.
Right.
Okay. Right in the danger zone. Then what do you do?
Then I'm gonna have a sandwich.
You hadn't eaten no lunch yet?
Uh-uh.
Well, there's your problem right there. What color binding are we using?
White, right?
I'm asking.
White.
Okay. Perfect. So remember, guys, gravity is your friend. We can just, we can heat the neck, or we can heat the binding up down here and let it just sort of fall into place using, like I said, gravity, since it is, in fact, our friend. But gravity is also kind of a bit of a pain in the ass because it wants to fling my neck around. So I'm going to clamp it to my jig here, and then you can see what I'm doing. All right, I got my jig relocated here, and now I'm just going to put my heat gun right on the edge and bend everything into place, and it's going to look cool. See that spark that came off of there? Put acetone on stuff with Matt Flaherty. Should probably check and make sure this is actually ready to go, huh? It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. All right, I've got some acetone in this little paint can here, and I'm going to suck some of it up into this syringe, and then we're just going to flow it right in between the binding and the wood. And capillary action is going to suck it in between the two, and it's going to do what it's going to do. I'm going to have to clean these slots out a bunch of times. So we went ahead and we actually, after we radiused the board again, because we wanted it to be 10-inch radius, I made the slots a little deeper, and because I knew we would have to. And as we go through this, we'll have to scrape the this binding crud that gets in the slots. We'll have to scrape that out of there. And because we've got lots and lots and lots of good stuff coming for this neck. I think this is about as much as we can do to this, dude. You built a kooky guitar.
It took way too long. Cool.
We're gonna embiggen the tremolo route, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Trem hole. We're gonna do neck pockets. Pickup routes.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like half-ass assemble it, get all the holes drilled and get all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Half-ass.
Holes for controls, switches.
Uh-huh.
We should probably clean up these areas here.
Yep. Yeah, we got our neck pockets in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do that before we do the
Round, or the
cove. Uh-huh.
So we'll get the cove done and carve. Cove and carve. Install get those necks fit, radius fretboards. Leopard.
Mm-hmm.
On the necks.
Mm-hmm.
And sealer.
Okay.
That's a tidy 5 or 6 hours, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. I got up at 4 in the morning and I thought about a 0 fret for this neck.
Yeah, there you go.
You think country guys like 0 frets?
I know they do.
Well, so we got one thing crossed off. Oh, radius fretboards. But we still have neck pockets. We still have one of those. Pickup routes, we actually got all those. So we got 3 things crossed out. Holes for controls, clean neck stuff, which we gotta do. Leopard. Meow meow. We need to figure out where the fretboards end and figure out what is happening with this stuff. And did you still want to kind of like scrape a bunch off the front?
I don't think so anymore.
Okay. We gotta shape the necks, headstock thickness. Oh, and since we're going to paint these necks now instead of, and we're going to paint and bolt these in so that we can fret them outside of the guitar. They're too tight. We need to make a little room for some paint. So,
100% you just jerk that in.
yeah.
Open it up.
Yeah, I think we would be better served by not doing that. What do you say? Butter it over?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if we did the top black, what color would the back be?
Well, we could do it metal flake red, we could do metal flake gold.
So we're gonna do flake, not metallic.
Correct.
Okay.
But on the top, we're going to do metallic black
Okay.
with whatever the back color is. Gold, disco on the back. Mix those two up and do disco gold,
Disco,
silver.
gold, silver.
Yeah. I don't think about it. We're closer than we were yesterday on color.
And I'm not 100% sure metallic burgundy would be the hot setup on that. Maybe
Well,
just
maybe-
metallic black. A great big red neck sticking out the middle. It's gonna look like a sword.
Let's just do the fretboard in burgundy.
Okay.
We'll shoot the rest of the neck in silver metal color.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Black logo.
The whole headstock and everything?
No,
Disco?
No.
Oh,
No,
I
the
see.
paint color was black.
Okay,
White logo. Burgundy fingerboard.
okay. Disco flake.
Disco plate back.
Okay.
The ugliest neck ever.
When I see this, what I think of is that's the most classic instrument I've ever seen. Nothing else will ever be as classy as
Classy
this.
as this. It's like, man.